to America, we need our own army again. We need our own navy again. Because in the peace treaty, America deprived them of the right to have an armed force to protect Japan. Now the Japanese say we want an army. You notice all the depleted uranium that was on several boats on its way to Japan. Japan says we want to build nuclear stations for electricity. My brothers from Japan are coming again. You have not heard from China. America says she's going to sell weapons to Taiwan. China said don't do it. America says she would defend Taiwan. Don't you believe it? She ain't got the heart. She's a big punk. Let me tell you something. The soldiers don't know what the hell they're fighting for. How can you fight and don't have a just cause? You're an oppressor. You're an imperialist. You're a tyrant. Your people don't have any cause. That's why you had to dope them up in Korea, dope them up in Vietnam. They came back to America drug addicts. But what were the Vietnamese fighting on? They were fighting on the love of freedom and the love of their country and to get the oppressor out. And they drove them out. They drove out the French. They drove out the Americans. But the worst is yet to come. Let's finish. The fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no fellow is come up against us. Once America has been judged, there will be no other country to come up against the rise of the indigenous peoples of the earth. Look at this. Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. Hell is stirring up the dead for thee, for God. Now look, the whole ghetto is troubled now. It's stirred up. What you stirred up for? It's like muddying the waters. The fish got to come to the surface to get air. Yeah, the ghetto hell is stirred up, brother. Even all the chief ones of the earth. And they shall speak and say unto thee, Babylon, have you become as weak as we? The Palestinians cry out, America, get back in the peace process. America knows that if that thing goes out of control, it will engulf the whole world. But America's timid. Well, we can't get in until the violence is stopped. How can you stop the violence when it's coming up from the people who say enough is enough? I'd rather be dead than to live under these conditions. Art thou become like us, America? Are you like all the rest of us weak nations? Thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy musical instruments is silenced. The worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee, which means she's in a state of death now. I close. O Lucifer, son of the morning, how art thou fallen from heaven that didst weaken the nations? For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven, I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. Spiritually, it's talking about the Pope, and politically, it's talking about the government of the United States of North America. I will sit in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. And they that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble? Lucifer, son of the morning, the bright and the morning star. When God comes, the fight is on. Armageddon is not to come. Armageddon has already started. But the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said the battle will be in the sky. See, it just don't mean airplanes. See, the battle has already begun. The battle is for the mind. Satan battling for your mind, God battling for your mind. But that war that is in the sky will soon come to the earth, and you will see blood up to the horse's bridle. All of this is prophesied. And so, my beloved brothers and sisters, I would hope that as a people, you would not only love Jesus, but become a true follower. Take up the mission. Brothers, take up the mission. Don't just be a church goer, sitting down listening to a good lecture, paying a little dues, and think that you've done your job. Help build the kingdom on earth. Go after your people. When you leave here today, don't go and kill your brother, talking about he's in a different gang. That's your brother. He's flesh of your flesh. He's blood of your blood. He's bone of your bone. So let the bones come together. The winds are blowing. The winds of oppression are blowing. But breath will soon come into you. And the book says, and the dry bones stood up, an exceedingly great army. You know why they're angry with me? Because they know that I am the CNC, the commander-in-chief of the army of God, and they want to deal with me, but I'm not going to hide anymore about who I am and what my assignment is. I want you to help me raise up the dry bones in the valley so that we can become the people of Jesus. Jesus as the head, we as the body, doing his redemptive work all over the world. Jesus 1, Prophet Jesus. Jesus 2, God in person. Jesus 3, the Son of Man raised from among you. Jesus 4, the people of God. I'll stop there. You add number 5. Number 5 is your brother that will stand in America calling and being a resurrector of the dead of our people. Thank you for listening, and may Allah bless you as I greet you in peace. Assalamu alaikum.